Hey guys, it's Bob. I wanted to touch base this month and share a new question that came to me that I thought that some of you might find interesting. It's kind of a dark topic, dark subject, but uh, was asked the other day if a seller, when going to sell a home, needs to disclose if there was ever a death in the home, whether it be a violent death, suicide, homicide, or natural death, so on and so forth. And the question was brought to my attention because this person felt like that would obviously be something that would be important to a potential buyer when they go to buy the house if someone had died in the house. Some people that affects them more than others. So it's a great question, and to be honest with you, the answer is in Arizona, we as real estate agents and sellers do not have to disclose if there was ever a death in a home of any nature. There's actually, of the 50 states in the US, 35 states have the same law that says that sellers are not obligated to disclose that. Now, what can get you into hot water and could be construed as fraud happened in Arizona, a case that was Lerner versus DMB Realty back in 2011 or 12, I can't remember. In that case, the buyer bought the home, did not know that there was actually, and it wasn't a death in the home, but there was a registered sex offender next door. And they moved in, they had little kids, and then found out after they moved into the home that there was this registered sex offender next door. They sued the seller for not disclosing it and lost the case, took it to appeal, lost again. However, they did win on one pretty serious item, and that was, in this case, the seller was directly asked by the buyer. Seller happened to be at the house when the buyer was looking at the house and was directly asked about this, or no, they were asked, I'm sorry, they asked, why are you moving? They asked the seller, why are you moving? And the seller said, we want to be closer to friends. So they ended up, I don't want to say they won on it, but they ended up settling at that point on that part of the case. So long story short, if you're ever asked that question, you have the choice whether you want to disclose it or not. If you had a death in your home, it's your choice whether you want to disclose it, but the law doesn't require it. And if you choose not to disclose it, the best answer in that case would be, I'm not obligated to answer your question, okay? Which obviously is going to raise a red flag at that point. And it's going to cause the buyer to have to do their own due diligence and research to figure out if, in fact, there was a death in the home. So, long story short, like I always tell people, and I've had this come up a couple of times over the 25 years I've been doing this, you're better off, in my opinion, and I'm not an attorney, but you're better off disclosing everything you know about a house just to keep this kind of crap from coming up, because you all know that as soon as that buyer moves into the house, they're going to talk to the neighbors, and the neighbors are going to say, oh my gosh, did you hear what happened in your house that you just bought? And now you've got a situation. So we actually had one years ago that I represented someone that was renting a house where there was a very violent family murder suicide that had happened in the home. And the agent and the seller, or the landlord, decided that they were going to disclose that to us up front. My folks didn't have a problem with it. They moved in, and we moved on our merry way. So anyway, thought it would be an interesting tidbit to share with you in case you're ever at one of those cocktail parties. You can sound really smart right now. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this. Again, a dark topic. I don't know how much you'll enjoy it, but at least maybe you'll learn something today. All right. You know where to find me if you need me. Have a great day.